Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. It's been so long since I've seen you, internet. Yeah, guys, it's been a long time since we filmed the video, and we got a lot going on and we've been busy with life, but we're back, and we got some fun new toys, as you can see, and another four-wheeled addition to the fleet. And then, I don't know if you guys have seen that thing even yet.
I don't think so.
A couple new additions then. So yeah, it's been a while. But welcome back.
And there's more bikes.
Yeah, and more bikes. Yeah. We're out here, vintage Honda life now.
Yeah, well there's like e-bikes and then in the middle.
Vintage Hondas only in
Yeah.
this garage.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
If it hasn't been abundantly clear, we like old stuff.
So yeah, today we're just kind of tinkering around in the garage. Thought we'd stop in, say hello, welcome you guys back. We're gonna be trying to be consistent with our videos now, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, who knows. We got, like I said, lots of fun new stuff to show you guys, so we'll be back soon. This thing is a sweet old Honda. It's an XR200R. Vintage 1984. So it is one of the first years I think they switched to the monoshock Pro-Wing from like the classic old school to
This situation.
monoshock, yeah. But it's sweet. I got it for a really good price. I guess they only made these RFBC engines for 2 or 3 years, so the part availability is not great, but that's all right. We love these old bikes, so we're gonna make it a labor of love. And she actually does rip. Let's see, and maybe we can just get her to pop off here real quick. She's kind of cleaning her out.
There we go.
Come on.
Oh, I was gonna say first kick, that was pretty impressive.
Not bad, not bad. Let's go on there.
There she goes. Wee, 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 wee.
So yeah, she runs pretty well actually. There's a couple things, I'm gonna do a tune-up on her, change the filters and whatnot, some fresh oil in her. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun little project. She's pretty much ready to rip, honestly. And we got this guy over here too. I don't know if we've shown you guys this, but
Definitely not. I don't
this
think.
This thing, I think I like this thing better than I like that thing. It's just a sweet old girl. XL, it's a 1976 XL70. And it was at one point street legal. So there's like blinker switches and a horn and a sweet metal headlight on there. And we got this at a motorcycle race up in the Virginia City Grand Prix up in Virginia City, Nevada, which is a pretty sweet ghost town if you guys or it's an old mining town.
It's ghosty for sure,
It's
but
ghosty for sure.
people live there still.
Yeah.
There's always cool events there.
But this thing rips too.
Yeah, you can see I was
Yeah. And this
street
is just
legal.
kind of our camp bike. It fits great in the back of SUVs and let's see this. Yeah, baby. Come on.
She's a lot quieter. Yeah. We didn't stage these bikes at all. We should have done better with
We
that.
got the
but
two supers. We got a really sick deal on this full suspension one.
used, but
Used, yeah. But,
super sick.
yeah, it works great. Nothing's wrong with it. And it's a lot of fun too. It's super quiet. And then Ivy's ride, we did a
We'll talk about that one in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. And then this one, which was a model they don't even make anymore. We should roll it out. It's like tucked in there, kind of weird. But so this is a Z1. They stopped making it like a year or two ago. We bought it. It didn't have a front shock stock. It didn't have that rear tray stock. It had like road tires stock, had different handlebars. But we just did all this work actually a couple weeks ago. We did it in the garage. It's freaking awesome now.
See the new fork on there. Got some knobby tires.
Got some fenders.
This sweet rack, metal rack on the back. That's super sturdy.
And then some handlebars and grips and an LED light because this one didn't come with a light. So I got a front light and a little back light so we can rip the e-bikes at night together because that one just comes with lighting on it. But got the kickstand now.
Yeah, these things are a ton of fun. We rip around the neighborhood, go to the bar once in a while.
Yeah.
And they're great camp bikes.
Yeah, once again, camp bikes. We just like things on wheels. We have lots of them.
Yeah. So that's all the two-wheel additions to the garage since we've seen you guys. We got a couple of four-wheel additions. First thing, this old girl, Betty White, we like to call her. She's a 1981 Chevy C20 with a 350 and a good old 4-speed on the floor. She's a cherry. I tell you what, we stole this thing from its previous owner as well. And Ivy has daily driven it for periods of time, which is pretty sweet for an old square body. But yeah, take a look. Ivy put that sweet seat cover on there. Had some speedometer work done. She's looking good.
Yeah, the speedometer cable broke and then I got the whole thing rebuilt because it was kind of messed up. That's what he's referring to. And then, yeah, good old 4-speed C20.
Just gonna need a clutch soon, no big deal.
Needs a couple things. She's old. 81.
I got these gems off of Marketplace.
First steel. $150. 4 wheels and tires. Because it had the original 16.5s with some ancient tires when we bought it.
Brand new front grille, headlights.
Yeah, we still got some work to do on her. Obviously, she's not a looker yet, but what matters is she's a runner.
She's a runner. She runs tip top. Rips out.
Passes
Big old
smog.
burnouts in this thing for sure.
Passes mother effing smog.
Yeah. If that isn't, I mean, that tells you she's running.
Like, bought it.
Time.
3 days later, I drove it to the smog shop and it passed, and I was like, "Oh, that's sick."
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Had to do it.
Had to do it. The rear window was busted when I bought it, so we had to put one of those in there. It had the 3-piece and only one panel was broken.
It was a slider.
Now it's a single.
We
Because
were
this is
thinking-
way cheaper, too. Just fun fact.
Originally, we were thinking lower it, a little rat rod style truck. So that's kind of was the thought behind the one-piece window. It's kind of a cleaner look for that kind of truck. Either way, I think it's a good move.
Yeah, she's
Little
our
tanks, but
Yep.
one of them doesn't work.
she's our work pony. That's why there's a bag of trash in the back.
She's a hauler, baby.
Yeah, see, those are the original wheels and tires that were several versions of that kind of tire in terrible shape over 20 years old. That one's there basically in case I absolutely need it because it holds air, but I would not trust it long term. Got the suspension rebuilt at John Spring Service in Reno. All we did was new bushings and shackles and had the arch or the packs re-arched back to their factory specification and some new U-bolts.
Front end.
Oh, yeah. Whole new front end.
Which, on these two-wheel drives isn't a ton, but
But yeah, new upper and lower control arms, new tie rods, new shocks, new coils, new ball joints, obviously in the control arms.
This thing looked like it got a lift when we did the front end on it because it was blown. So,
Yeah, it definitely came up back like an inch or two, I would say.
yeah.
Because it just sits, so it sits at like the factory height. That's it, because it's completely stock. And we actually love it. And I don't think we're going to change it. Because we do tow with it too.
We're thinking about lowering it, but it would become less useful if we lowered it. We do use it.
Yeah, like
We're going to be relocating here eventually, and we think it'll be great to tow a rig and throw some stuff in the back and mosey our way on out of here. All right, the last four-wheel edition. This is my project. I mean, it's our project, but I got it for a kind of hunting trail rig. Since Ivy's got the Toyota, I need something I can follow her in, right? So we got this one. Actually, we got this for free, which is sweet. And
because
it was a wedding present from a good friend of ours who had it for a long time in his front yard, and it was his first car in high school. So kind of cool history, and it's actually a really cool rig too. It's not a looker either. But
hey, but also hunting rig, we don't want it to be a looker.
yeah, right. It's a trail rig. So.
She's a Bronchi.
Bronco, 1991 Ford Bronco, and it's actually the silver anniversary edition. So apparently there was only about 3,000 of them made, which is kind of cool. It came with a sweet leather jacket that I might just have to get. So when I'm out on the trail, I can fucking have my leather jacket on. Anyhow, it's got a 5.8 liter in it. And once we start working on it more and doing stuff to it, we'll give you a better view of it. But right now it's tucked away.
But we'll walk around her.
5.8 liter.
Silver anniversary, baby.
5.8 liter automatic. It's in fairly good shape inside. I got the back seat out right now.
He's just been cleaning this whole thing. Like, it looks so much better than it did, guys.
Yeah, like we said, it's been sitting outside in Tahoe for years, so there was some stuff inside of it. So I cleaned it up quite a bit, and actually it wasn't running when it came to us. The ignition switch on top of the column was broken in pieces. So I pulled the switch, put a new one in there, put it all back together, and she fired right up after 6 years, which 130 something thousand miles on it. We have a fairly good evidence that it hasn't rolled over twice, so I think it's pretty low mileage, which is sweet. It ran great. Sounded good, wasn't knocking, ticking, nothing like that. It really wasn't smoking that much, aside from the squirrel nest that I think is inside of the exhaust, but we'll see about that. Yeah, pretty sweet rig, and it needs suspension work. It needs a tune-up, but it runs and drives.
Yeah, I think part of the reason why it's such low mileage too is like we said, our friend that owned it, it was his rig in high school. It's been sitting in his yard, not getting any miles for at least the last 6 years.
Yeah, I think at least
6 or 7.
Yeah, maybe more.
So no miles got put on it in that time. And then his mother owned it prior to him owning it. So in total, they've owned this thing for almost its entire life. They bought it from the original owner. So we're basically 99% sure that mileage is right.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it is too. Because they're really, obviously, it was a free wedding present. They're obviously close family members basically of ours. So, but yeah, that's our last edition, guys.
And it's sweet, man. My plan with it, I think, is get it all freshened up, get it running, driving good, kind of back on the trail as it is, and then eventually do 2 to 4 inch lift, upgrade the suspension, wheels and tires. Nothing crazy, I don't want to go crazy. Maybe straight axle swap it way down the road.
It's not a maybe.
Yeah.
But way down the road, like you said, it's not a priority right now at all.
Yeah, right now.
But it's gonna
get it back
happen.
on the trail, mostly.
Yes, because it's always better to wheel with 2 guys, right?
She's gonna be all right.
She gonna be all right. She gonna be all right. And another thing, guys, just to let you know, the Toyota swap, the 3-4 swap's done. We're gonna film that last video here soon of the final swap video. We're done video. It's running video. That truck's up and going. So
That's right. And then we'll get some trail footage for you guys as well, because we're gonna be doing some of that too. Not only garage, you know, car stuff, but we're gonna be adventuring as well. Doing
Yes.
some camping, some wheeling.
and obviously bike stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Always.
And with the addition of all these vehicles, there also was a loss. Brady sold the gold Chevy, if anyone remembers the gold Chevy.
Yes. That's right. Unfortunately, I had to sell the 98 K1500. It's a bummer, but it helped us out, you know, with some stuff. So it's all right. And we got some cool new rigs. So
Yeah, we
all
got
right.
we got Betty. We got
They come and they go. You know?
I don't even Brady's their name.
No name yet.
No name on the stallion over here.
No, we gotta get it.
But
on
we
the
got
trail.
Betty,
Full
and then
name.
we got Suzanne, the yo-yo, and then all the bikes.
Well, guys, we appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out our new additions, hanging out with us a little bit. We'll see you again soon for that full swap video.
Phew.